Hello friends, I'm Adinath Giri from Giri's Tech Hub Pune. Welcome in a session of a Spring Boot tutorial. Our friends, in this session, we want to discuss about how to update the record in database using a Spring Data JPA. Spring Data JPA. So friends, if you want to update the record using a Spring Data JPA, we have some important points. We have some important points here. First of all, create the or define the function. Define the function in a repository layer with a custom SQL query. Custom SQL query. Okay. Means friends, if you want to write the custom SQL query using a Spring Data JPA, we have the @query annotation. @query annotations. So friends, here example, right? You have to define the function in a repository layer with a custom query. Just wait, friends. Suppose consider this is our already we created a project, right? In this project, suppose consider friends here. You have to open the repository layer, okay? And here we want to define the one function int of update employee. Int of update employee. This is a simple function we have. Suppose friend, consider we have a table employee with the following field. We have a table employee with the following field: employee ID, name, qualification, and salary with a 4 field. Here we want to update. We want to update the name and salary of the employee using its ID. Right. So how we can write a query for that? So friends, here if you want to write a query, we can write @query interface. @query. We can write here update employee of emp set emp dot name. Here we need to use the property from a POJO class or your model class. So here we have a model class. In model class, we have a field like as a qualification, ID, and name and a salary. Okay, that's why we use here in repository layers. I need to write here a emp.name equal to colon name emp.id equal to colon emp id, where emp dot sorry, here we want to change the update salary equal to a colon of a salary where emp.id equal to colon of a id is here. But here I can write eid. Here I write here e salary. Just wait. And here e name is here. What is the meaning of this, friends? What is the meaning of e name, e salary, and e id? These are the label, or these are the parameter passed to the SQL query using a labeling concepts. So we need to pass here @param. Here you have to write e name, string of e name, @param, e salary, integer of e salary, @param, eid, integer of eid. This is your simple parameters. So what happened, friends? Suppose just consider these are your parameter. We map this parameter here. Just I will explain in a paint at the end of the code, or at the end of the video. I will draw the diagram and I will explain everything step by step. Okay. So this is your very simple code is here. Okay. This is your first step. So you have to write a custom query in a repository layer like as first. The second stage is define the function in a service layer with a three parameters like as a string of a name, integer of id, integer of a salary, and integer of id is here. String of a name, integer of a salary, and integer of id is here. So here, friends, we have to define a function in service layer. So if you think about a service layer, in a service layer, you have to update the function public int update employee with a three parameters: string of name, integer of salary, and integer of id. Right. File a save all. Then employee service impl. Right. Right click here, add unimplemented methods. Okay, so this is your function. And call the repository layer. Just we have a function. Okay, this is very more important. This is your function in a service layer. And here call the repository layer function from a service layer and pass three parameter in it. Okay, means friends, if we think about it, we need to be pass a three parameter here. So here call int of a result equal to a employee repository dot update employee and name, salary, and id is here. And here you have to return a result. It's very simple. Return a result. And the last stage is, third stage is define the endpoint. Define the endpoint in a controller and call the service layer function. Define the endpoint in a controller and call the service layer function. Right. So friends, here you have to be define endpoint. So if you want to update a record, then you have to use the @put mapping function, put mapping annotation in a Spring, put mapping annotation in a Spring REST controller, in a Spring Boot REST controller for update a record, and pass the three path variable using the URL. Just wait, friends. So what happened? How we need to write you have to write like as just wait. We need to open a controller here. So this is your controller, right? This is your controller. So we can write here @put mapping. Just wait, guys. / update employee. Here you have to write name, first parameter, salary, and here you have to write id also. You have to write a id. Public string update employee @path variable name, string of name, @path variable salary, @path variable salary, integer of a salary, @path variable id, here integer of id is here. All right, and call the service layer function int of a result equal to employee service dot update the employee and pass three parameter name, id, and salary. If result is greater than 0, return employee record updated successfully as written employee record not updated successfully. Employee record not updated successfully. It's very simple, friends. File a save all. Okay, this is very simple, right? Then how we can manage? Just open the open here Postman server, and in Postman you have to write a localhost colon 2024 slash update employee. Here, first of all, we have three parameters. So in database we have a Shama, engineering and 40,000. So you want to update the record of its second employee. I want to give I want to give here a Krishna, and the salary is a 60,000. Then how we can manage? I can give here a Krishna. Okay, this is the salary is a 60,000 and the ID is a 2. And just we have to choose here a method put mapping put. Okay, then how it is executed? So just wait, friends. Suppose consider this is your URL. Just I want to draw the flow diagram here for understanding purpose. So you get a complete idea how this code get executed. This is your simple URL. Okay. So friend, consider this is your controller and this is your mapping. This is your endpoint. Suppose just wait. This is your endpoint. Just I want to be a font very less. This is your endpoint. Okay. Here, friend, consider this is your service layer method. Just I am copying only methods. This is your service layer method. Just wait. And last one is you are here. We have a repository layer method. But in repository layer method, when we perform an update operation, we have to write two annotation, a transactional and one more annotation is at the rate of modifying. We should have to mean these two annotation give the permission to us to update the data in a database table using a Spring Data JPA. So this is your simple query. Just wait, guys. Okay. So what happened here? If you think here, so you get a complete idea. This is your simple repository layer. This is your simple repository layer is here. Then what happened? Suppose consider, friend, this is your end user. This is your end user. So what happened internally? When your end user visit this URL, update employee. So this URL executed by here, right? So in this URL contain three parameters. That is Krishna. It is a part of your name using a path variable. This is stored here. This is your name, and this name stored in a path variable, and this is also stored in here. Okay, then ID, what is the meaning of this? We have a 60,000 is here. Okay, so this is your salary. Okay, it is stored here, and this is your employee ID. Your employee ID is 2. Okay, and this is stored here. So when we call employee service.update, so this function get executed and these three parameters, like as a Krishna, okay, pass from this name to be name here, the 60,000. This is passed from okay this salary to this salary, and this is your 2 is your ID of a employee. This is passed from here to here. Okay, so when we call update employee repository, when we call this function, okay, so your this function get executed. I mean these three parameters, Krishna. Okay, this is pass here, a name pass here. Okay, but this name, right, associated with this param attribute. This name is associated. This name is associated with this param attribute. Okay, and this param attribute is used for to pass a parameter to here. Means, friends, indirectly your name Krishna, okay, pass here your ID. What are the ID is here? Your ID is 60,000. your ID 60,000, pass here. Sorry, salary pass here, and ID pass here too. So what happened? Your record get updated in database. Once your record get updated, so this is return non-zero value, that is one. When this record updated, so this query, this query annotation return the non-zero value in a result, that is a one. That is a one is here. So when this value return in result, okay, so this function return here, that is the result is a one. So what happened, friends? If your value is a one, so one greater than a zero, yeah, this is a true. So it will return result to us employee record updated successfully. It is a very normal flow of application, friends. So just open the Postman server for test your API. Okay, then click here and send the request. Just wait, friends. Oh, something went wrong. What happened? Because I not executed a program. Just wait, friends. First of all, I have to run the applications. Just right click here, run as a Java application. Just wait. So just first of all, I need to be execute a program. I need to be start a server from Spring Boot, and after that I need to be check in a Postman server. So when I then right, this is URL, so we can click here. Yeah, something is again we have some problem is here. Update employee internal server error is here. Just wait. Yeah, put is here localhost 2020 update employee Krishna 60,000. Everything is fine, but just I need to check what happened here internally. Just wait, something is wrong. Update com dot employee set e dot name emp dot name emp dot id. Oh, sorry, just wait, friends, wait. I need to file a save all first of all, because yes, just I yeah, just file save all, right, and just try again. There is not a error. Just i I wasn't save my applications. Just wait, friends. Just wait. Yeah, right click here, Java applications. Okay, so just again I want to try. Yes, employee record updated successfully. You can see here we have a before updation a Shama and salary was 40,000, but after updation we give here a Krishna, the name of the employee, update the name of the employee Krishna, and we give a salary of the employee to the 60,000. So what happened here? Yes, we have a two name of the employee is Krishna and the salary is 60,000. It is very simple application for update using Spring Data JPA. Okay, thank you, friends.